Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So on to more pressing matters, and that is the blockchain is going to be going into an upgrade very shortly. By the time this video drops, it's probably going to be about 15 minutes from that, but it's approximately half hour from where we are now, or in the next half hour. This is totally scheduled, it's totally normal. Everything's going to be all jumbled up. There's probably going to be bugs. There's probably going to be all sorts of different things going on. But the main thing for you as a holder to understand is that this is a scheduled upgrade that we have agreed to. A good thing is Binance is going to be supporting this upgrade. It's really important that we get the nod from pretty much CXs on this, because when we upgrade, they also need to upgrade their systems to balance and become in parity. That's the whole point of the word parity, is becoming one and all with each other, becoming equal. So this upgrade it's got a lot in it. There's no need for me to go through and break it down. We've broken it down many times here on this channel. The important thing is that we're moving forward after this upgrade. It's walking the road to parity. That's supposed to be happening around the end of the month. I think we're going to find out this Sunday if that's going to happen, or if it's not going to happen on time, or if it's going to be early, late, whatever. We will know by the end of the week. Really important for us as a community to be kept in the loop, especially people like myself who provide content for others that rely on it for their information. But you shouldn't always rely on me, shouldn't always rely on the information here. You should always go and do your own research. It's very important. But another thing to note with Binance is the likelihood of them giving a nod about the 0.5% burn tax raise. It's probably not going to happen, because they simply are whitelisted. They're not affected by these kind of things anymore. At least I don't think so. So there shouldn't be any kind of nod. There shouldn't be any kind of issues on that front. But what should we expect as a community from that one specific upgrade? Well, every time we've upgraded the burn tax, it's not led to what we wanted it to do. Hopefully this time's going to be different. There's a lot of positive momentum in the community. We've got lots of projects releasing, including my own project, which is the Hatchery. And we're going to be moving on to Penguin Island once that's all set up, that's minting out. Same with Project LUNC. We're going to be moving on to the Penguin Island project, which is a play to earn island. It's a huge project, but ultimately, if I'm getting to a stage where we're pumping things out now, we're getting to a point where Metagloria is getting ready to pump out a release. You've got Exodus, who's almost at a public release. You've got Lunar Burning Nights that are almost at a multiplayer build. These things are all happening in the background, and if everybody's getting to these kind of milestones, then I feel like things are changing. There's more positive sentiment. There's things for people to be happy about, knowing that if you were invested in any of those projects, getting to public release builds is brilliant, because it shows that there is a working object instead of there just being this idea, this concept that you're buying into. You're actually buying something that's real. You can go and play, you can utilize your NFTs, things like that. So like I was saying, this upgrade, it should just be pretty simple. You'll get the nod from people like All Nodes, from PFC Nodes, from all of those different people simply saying the update went through and it went through fine. You may see that some validators get jailed. Don't panic. They just need to upgrade their system. Some people are not as quick as others. You don't need to worry unless, I think, the validator's been jailed for a few days at least. Then obviously you need to begin to worry. But at the same time, do check in on your validator once you've been given the nod that the upgrade's gone through, everything's gone through, and everybody should be on the same software upgrade. I'll be bringing a video forward around that time once we get the nod from our L1 team saying that everything's gone fine, and for people to pretty much go and check things, make sure everything's okay. But honestly, I don't see there being much of an issue with this upgrade. I see there being more of an issue once we reach parity, and having to interconnect with each and every blockchain in the cosmos, I think is going to be more of a pain, because it's going to be proposal after proposal after proposal after proposal, and you won't see any like positive effects from those. I mean, you could have some kind of FOMO event, but ultimately when you look at it for what it is, those things take time to start churning, for people to start utilizing the tools and things like that. And people need to understand Alliance a lot better to understand how they can utilize it, because if you don't understand it, how are you even going to use it, right? Exactly. But Binance giving the nod on this upgrade, it's really good to get the nod from them, because unlike other blockchains, we have this weird rooted connection with Binance where we've always kind of been intertwined with them. They remain ever so, like, they're very selective on what they say. They've never addressed many things that they've just simply not addressed. And if I was in their position, I wouldn't address those kind of things either, because if they was to deny it at the time and it turns out later it's true, it's going to be a big issue in a court of law or anything like that. So it's best to just say nothing in their position. Just say nothing. They're not obliged to answer any questions. But the one thing we do know is that hot wallet holds a huge bulk amount of coins. They're burning LUNC like we thought they were going to. And for them to get irritated, ask us to make changes to our whitelisting system, and then for them to continue burning, right? There's something there, isn't there? There's something there with Binance just supporting us in the way that they do. We just don't see this across other blockchains, and they're not, they're not burning SHIB. They're not doing buybacks and burns of SHIB. It all becomes like not questionable, but you have to sit there and kind of lay it all out on the table and sit there and go, well, there is something weird going on here in the background with Binance. As to what that's going to be, I don't think any of us truly know, but ultimately we will find out in the long run, because if you're here for the long run, everything comes out in the wash, everything comes out in the woodwork. And, if I had lost, I think it was like $1.6 billion to the Terra Luna crash, and I wanted to gain my money back, the likelihood was just buy loads of the LUNC coins and just hold. I'm not doing anything else. I'm an exchange. This is what I do for a living, I will just buy them and hold them, make our money back that way, and maybe just help the community out along the way. These are kind of my thought trails when it comes down to Binance and what's going on with them and everything with that situation. But ultimately, like I was saying, this upgrade, it should just go through fine. Shouldn't be anything for any of you to worry about. You don't need to do anything. This all comes down to the 130 active set, CXs, and the L1 development team. Other than that, folks, that's all really I've got for you for now. We've got maybe another video coming out this evening. It's such a pain in the backside at the moment with working full time and then trying to squeeze videos in. I'm not managing to do them in the morning recently, but just trying to get things out in the evening. If you're still listening to this at the end, I really appreciate the support. I don't say it enough in any of the videos. I should thank everyone more, but I appreciate the support. Don't skip the adverts. Drop a like, drop a subscription if you haven't already, drop a little comment, and support. If you haven't caught the Hatchery white paper, it is up. We do have a website, which is the HCC Factory, and you can delegate LUNC with us if you feel like it. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. And yeah.